Hey YouTube, today I'm going to show you how to take a longboard truck, go about like this, and I'm going to show you how to disassemble and then reassemble. Disassembling your truck is pretty easy. You need a skate tool, unit, sector 9, some kind of skate tool that has three little, say, wrenches, little mini wrenches on it. What you're going to do is take the largest one, you take the bolt right here, you're just going to loosen it a bit, and you're going to take the bolt off, and all these little parts here, it should just come right on along with the truck. Now what you should have left in your hand is a base. This is the base of the truck. It's pretty much everything on the truck. It mounts on the board and holds everything else on top. What you should have is two little rubber-like things. These could be in any color, from red, green, to blue, to white, and these are called bushings. I'm not going to get too deep into them today because that would take me a while. There's a lot of different bushings and different setups you can use for the trucks, but I'll get to that in another video. Anyways, you should have two washers like this, two little washers, two bushings, what looks sort of like an axle, a little nut, and again the base. You take your base, you're going to place one washer on the kingpin. The kingpin is this silver piece right here. It goes through the truck and holds everything together. If you didn't have a kingpin, your truck wouldn't function right. You would take the next bushing, depending on your bushings, chances are they're going to be symmetrical. You would take one of them, place it on top of the kingpin, so you have your base, washer, and a bushing. And then you have to take this axle-like thing. This is called a hanger. This is where you mount your wheels. It's also what makes your board turn, because this turns along with the truck as you lean. So you're going to take this, and you look at the front, you can see it's got decent depth right here. This is where the bushing will go. You look at the back, it shouldn't have too much depth on it. It should be kind of flat. You're going to take the flat end and place it on top of what you already have. Should be, real quick, I'll show you. There should be a little hole right here. That's called your pivot cup. Your piece here on the hanger, it pivots inside of that pivot cup. Get it? So take that, put it inside the pivot cup. You take the hanger and make sure it's seated nice and snug on the bottom bushing. It's not, your truck isn't going to fit right together and you're going to have a screwed up truck. And by now you should have most of your truck assembled, just 3 parts left: bushing, washer, and a nut. You're going to take your last bushing, you're going to place it snugly on the other side of the hanger. And you're going to take the last washer, put it on top of the bushing. You take the kingpin nut, this should go on top of the kingpin. You're going to take your skate tool and tighten it to your liking. The tighter you tighten this bolt, the tighter your truck is going to be, and the less it's going to turn. This is good for downhill because you want a little bit more stability. If you want to carve, you're going to want it a little bit looser than normal. Now, you guys might be wondering, okay, you've got a truck, but where do you mount your wheels? The hanger should have little gray pieces on each end. You take your wheel, and I don't have a wheel. Hold on one second. Okay. So here I have a wheel. Say orangutan in heat, and for you guys who are actual longboarders, this is a Paris 180. You couldn't tell. So what you would do is you would take the little bolt right here. You take the second largest wrench on your skate tool. You take this bolt off. You have a bolt and two very small washers. You don't want to lose these. If you do lose them, you can order them from Mearskate at mearskate.com or any skate. You can pretty much get them at any skate shop. About $2. Not expensive, but yeah, have a lot of outcome on your trucks and wheels. So inside your wheel, you've got bearings, and if you're a longboarder, you should have bearing spacers. These are little plastic pieces that go in between your bearing inside the wheel core, and I'll get into wheels later. But you should take your wheel and line up the bearings and the bearing spacers along with the axle. Bam, your wheel should slip on nice and easy. Before this, you want to make sure you have one washer on the axle. Put the wheel on, take the last washer, put it on, and you've got your nut. And screw this on very tight. You don't want too much play in your wheels, because if you ever slide or go downhill, if you have a lot of play, your wheels are going to start moving around and shaking. Now play, if I had play in my wheels, my wheel would be able to move. I'm moving the truck, I'm moving my wheel. It would shake. You want to take your skate tool and really just crank down on the truck where your wheel is. That way you don't have to play. This play is a very bad thing in longboarding. And it's pretty much your truck. So take it apart the same way, put it together. And I'll get into wheels and bushings at a later time if you guys want to know that. It's been kind of a long video, but that's how to take apart and reassemble your truck, and I hope this video helped. If you had any inquiries about what truck part you're looking at, what each part does, and this video helped. That's it for now. See you guys later.